And good Saturday morning to everyone. Nice and cool outside as we wake up to a 61. Nice weather ahead of us for the weekend. A little bit of fog if you're getting up. I've seen a little bit of that as I walked outside, so be careful where you head off to today in these early morning hours before all this burns off. Worse in the edge of Alabama as we'll look at the radar here in just a moment to show you where everything is. But we do have a light fog. No advisories issued this morning, though. As you're waking up, it was 1973 on this date. If anybody can remember, Elvis officially became divorced from Priscilla on this date. There'll be a generation before long that probably won't care, but I think a lot of people still relate to Elvis at this point in time. Let's see here. De Blasio, New York. It just seems to go... Well, nothing good comes out as we always read the headlines on that. Reporting this morning that he is canceling the gifted and talented school programs in New York City schools because he feels that it discriminates against blacks and Hispanics. I just don't follow their thinking there. We're going to be behind other countries before long as we keep cutting out programs. Also, the Biden administration is blaming the unvaccinated Americans for his horrible poll numbers. He's down to 38%. How that's to blame for that, I don't know. And they think COVID has done this to him. COVID was bad when he went in. We all know that. Whoever would be in would have this issue with COVID. As scientists hopefully say that we may be climbing out of this. We'll see. Also, Kamala. Y'all know her, don't you? Headlines this morning has her skipping a border security meeting, pretty high-level meeting. Instead, she goes to a daycare and sends someone else in her place. It's almost as if, well, maybe she doesn't know what she's doing. Anybody else feel that way? That's a few of the headlines that you're waking up to this morning. Some of them just shock you. I know, and I wanted to mention also, as they have reinstated in Texas, the abortion ban. That's reinstated for the time being temporarily until this goes back to court. So we'll follow that to see how that turns out. All right, it is a Saturday morning. I think we're going to have some great weather over the weekend. Let's go look at fog, as I mentioned just a moment ago, as we pull this up to show you what's going on with this. Now, across Mississippi, for the most part, it's not a lot of fog showing up, although we do have some dense fog in areas. As you go to eastern Alabama, right on that Alabama line, Oxford, Alabama, lots of it. Also near Huntsville through Chattanooga, a lot of fog this morning. And northwest of Atlanta, if you're going to be going through there, in Knoxville, up through Kingsport, Johnson City, Tennessee. Those areas are covered in fog, and even on into the West Virginia area if you've got to be in those areas this morning. Looks great around Murfreesboro through Nashville there. Could be some light fog there also with it popping up through these areas here. I would expect some if you've got to travel through there on those interstate systems there. We also show a little bit to the northwest of Texarkana and then Houston, if you've ever been through here, and this is going to hit somewhere around Katy, Texas here as you're going to San Antonio. Rough area to have a lot of fog. Those interstates, 8 wide, 10 wide lanes, rough to drive through, but a lot there. But overall, as we look at the rain amounts, it's going to be mostly on the East Coast here through the Carolinas is what we're looking at. And this is that system that we'll show you in just a moment that keeps popping up that has a 40% chance to turn into something, but by late Sunday will take a turn and quit that. It'll start dying down. But with that, it's going to bring rain in between now and then to these portions there. So that's a quick look at radar of what we got showing up this morning. Let's go a little bit deeper now and get into the forecast and tell you what to expect this weekend.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
And as we dig into this, we'll also talk about some of the events going on today also that you can attend on the local level. As we look at the forecast for today, here we go. This is from the National Weather Service. We're expecting about 87 today. We'll start out with a few clouds and then becoming mostly sunny before it's all said and done. This is going to be some warm weather for a couple of days before we start gradually decreasing on this and getting back. As we go on up through 88 in Philadelphia, it'll be warm there. Even in Louisville, you're sitting at 88. To the south, we'll get to Hattiesburg and be around 87. Warmer to our west as we look at the state line there at Vicksburg and through the Mississippi Delta. Expected to be about 3 degrees warmer, 3 to 4, about 90 degrees there along that border of Mississippi and Louisiana. As we go to Alabama, we'll see that Demopolis, Livingston, these areas here, we'll see 87 today. Up in Hamilton, 85. We'll see about 86 degrees there in Geiger, Alabama. And then over to Troy, we'll see about 85 toward Dothan, Alabama, in those areas there as you look across the state of Alabama. Let's see here. As we go to the National Hurricane Center, this is what we were showing on radar right here. All of this rain that's coming up the Carolinas right through here. This is a 40% chance of this turning into a tropical storm. By Sunday, conditions will change, and this will start downplaying and not have the chance of turning into a tropical storm. But between now and then, there's going to be a lot of rain following this system right through here, and then it'll take a turn late Sunday and then start dying down. Then we don't have anything at the moment following back on that out of Africa that would affect the Gulf of Mexico, which is great news. As we move forward, what are the temperatures doing? As we look at this, above average temperatures here in Mississippi and Alabama, all of Louisiana and through Florida here and up to the Carolinas, it's warm. Out to our west, California, Nevada, those areas, Washington State that have been hot, are seeing some below normal temperatures. And we've got a little bit there in the western part of Texas that is, well, reached the normal level. Always warm in Texas. Always. But that's kind of the outlook there. Let's look at our 7-day forecast, and let's dig into this as to what to expect for today. As we have patchy fog early this morning, and that should be starting to burn off by 8 o'clock. And we're right at that line there, and we'll start seeing that die down. Otherwise, a sunny day, 87. Now, tonight we'll get down to 62. That's nice weather. It's 61 right now as you're sitting around the coffee table there or maybe on your back porch. As we roll into tomorrow, 87 again, warmer weather, 65 for the low tomorrow night. Not quite as cool, about 4 degrees difference, 3 to 4 there. As we get into Columbus Day, which is a break, fall festival or a fall break, as they say it. Schools will be out on Monday as well. 85 for a high, and we'll hold those steady 80s through the rest of this week until we reach Friday, and we start seeing that 82-degree mark. That'll be a little bit cooler and feel like that fall weather. This weekend, sunshine, feel good there. Only slight chances of rain starting to move into the forecast there Tuesday, Wednesday. Picks up on Friday with the temperature dropping. Now, let's go ahead and jump into that next week of October and see what we've got. Drastic by a week from today, where we're having 87 today. It'll be 78 next Saturday, and then we'll see those temperatures drop to 72 on Sunday and hold steady and not get above the mid-70s for the following week all the way through the 23rd. That's good news. That'll definitely feel like some fall weather in the area. We certainly hope it stays. I'll enjoy that. Love those mornings like that. Like this morning at 61, it's really refreshing to step outside and feel that nice weather, isn't it? I think so. Let's see here some other things that are going on in the community today. Don't forget, this is going to be kicking off this morning. The Sickalina Volunteer Fire Department would love to have you come by. They've got their volunteer fish fry today, where you can come by, and it's by donation only. There's not a set amount of $5 a plate or anything like that. You make a donation of what you can, and you can either get a fish or you can get a chicken plate. Now, they're also going to be having a raffle there for a $600 gift card to the Rock House Trading Post. They're $2 each. Rock House graciously donating that. I know they're proud of that. Go by and see them today. That's Sickalina Volunteer Fire Department. You'll find them there just off of Highway 19, but goes to a great cause to raise money for the funds and things and supplies that they need throughout the year. Again, fish fry today, 11 until 2. Also, don't forget the revival that will happen today beginning at 10 a.m. at Duffy Baptist Church. This is going to be in Little Rock and be on Chunky Duffy Road. So I hope you'll join them. They've got a lot of festivities. I saw pictures last night where they were getting ready and set up for today's event. It should be fun. Also, let's see here, tomorrow afternoon, 15th Avenue Baptist Church. Don't forget, they've also got an event happening. It will begin at 5 to 6:30, and you'll be able to drive through this off of, you can park on the south end of 15th Avenue at 13th Street and drive through Creation. They're putting a lot of hard work into this, and they'd love for you to come out and visit with them. It'd be a great way to spend a Sunday afternoon and drive through there. And then, of course, Bailey will have their volunteer fire department, Scary House, once again tonight, 7 p.m. until midnight. When it goes dark, just remember, if you want to get spooked, go to Bailey. They do a great job with this. A lot of hard work behind the scenes. I hope you can go visit with them as well today. That's kind of a recap of what we've got today of what's going to be going on. So I hope you'll enjoy yourself. Get out and do something because it is perfect weather, sunshine and 87. I know there's a lot of tractors getting fired up, people heading to the deer fields. I think I've got to go myself here in just a little bit and do a little bit to get ready for this year. So don't forget about that. Also, our friends at Talbert Enterprises, when was the last time you were by there? See them today. They can take care of you if you're looking for a car part, a motor, if you're looking for a transmission. They've got all of this a whole lot cheaper, very reasonable there. Any car part that you can think of, call Talbert Enterprises. They'll have it waiting on you when you get there. It's easy. See Kenny and the gang there. They'll help you, and at the end of the day, you save a lot of money by doing that. Also sell tail lights and things of that nature. You're looking for that. If your headlights get cloudy, you can't see out them anymore, they got brand new ones there for you at Talbert Enterprises. You can also call them at 656-9156. Again, thanks for dropping by. I'll be back to keep you updated with the latest news and things that are going on across America and locally. All right, here at Scotty Ray's Weather. You have a wonderful Saturday. I hope you'll get out and enjoy yourself and do something creative today. Enjoy. I'll be back. And a big thanks to all the folks that sponsor this and make it happen. Shop local when you can.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by